This year's been an interesting spring and summer because we had the pandemic and we had to close the gardens to the public, which was a tough decision, but it was just a way of supporting the decision, the government, and helping people stay at home. So as the communities weren't able to come into the garden, we had to devise different ways of engaging with the community. So one of them was, I still run virtual workshops, and it's all about growing vegetables. And we had to kind of change it a little bit because some people, obviously, I didn't want to make the assumption that they had gardens. So it's just kind of growing maybe vegetables in windowsills, or if they did have a patch, it'd be much smaller than they would have in here. So adapting those workshops to suit their community groups. And the other thing is, because obviously most of the community groups would have come here to grow vegetables with us on site. So that means we have plots and grounds to grow vegetables. And we do supply vegetables to the cafe, so the catering outlet here. And they were obviously closed as well. So there was already produce growing by April. And we decided that it'd be much better to actually donate the food. And my criteria was it needed to be someone local and one of the communities that we already engage. So Granton Hub was one of them that came back to us and said, yeah, we'll take some of your produce. The farmhouse is a bit further, but they were supporting making meals for people who couldn't get out of the house. So that seemed like a really important group to support as well. So yeah, so it's been great to be able to just continue some work and engagement with the community, and you have to kind of be creative. And yeah, and it's been tough sometimes because a lot of people are stuck at home, but it's been really good to be able to actually offer something. And I was surprised that every week there'd be more people coming to these workshops. I just thought that they'll all be fed up with Zoom by now. But it's been really good just to be able to connect. And every week I ask them what kind of workshops do they want, and then I'll design something different. And the RBG or the Botanics are really committed to working with community groups. So I'm in the demonstration garden at the moment, as you can see, it's looking lovely. And I'm in the community engagement with the Edible Garden Project. There is next to me a plot with education, and the education has got as well a community engagement, and it's where the school kids. So they've also not been able to come in. So I know that they've designed their workshops, but they realized that a lot of them didn't have computers or Wi-Fi, so they didn't want to make that assumption either. So they've sent paper format of the activities that they were running, so how to grow the vegetables in their homes. And as well, they will continue that throughout the summer. So even though the garden is open, they will continue that support, sending more leaflets. I think they've sent about over 2,000 by now. So that's been really good. And yes, and now the public's been coming back and they've said how nice it is to be able to come to the garden. But I'm afraid with community groups, it's a bit trickier still because it's only 4 households. And so if I've got 20 people coming, it makes it a bit tricky. So I will continue delivering the virtual workshops for my communities. And some of them I've said it's been really good, like for example, the cancer group. Sometimes they feel too rubbish to get out of the house, and the Zoom or virtual workshops have been really good for them because they don't have to even get dressed. They don't have to look for the jacket or get ready, get a bottle of water. All of these things that we just take for granted. It takes so much effort when you're kind of ongoing with treatment and it's having an effect in your health. So they've been able to do it just from their own living room or kitchen. So it's been really good to get that feedback as well. So that it's been so positive.